I was scared for my life, bro. I started thinking about so many different scenarios that could happen to me. And that's just the God honest truth. I was panicking. I didn't know what to do. So much was going through my head. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Lo Jackson. Welcome back to another Lo Jackson experience. If you guys missed the last video, make sure you go check that out because I love y'all and hopefully y'all love me like I love y'all. And yeah, y'all just want to show me some love. But welcome back to another banger, man. Listen, I gotta tell y'all this story about this time I went to jail. I'm gonna just start by saying that this wasn't my fault. The situation that I was in was not my fault. And you guys are gonna figure out why later on in this video, okay? But anyways, I was a freshman in college. I was going to a junior college, Coffeyville Community College. Okay, so out of high school, I went to a JUCO out in Kansas. And if you know anything about Kansas, you know that Kansas is dry as fuck. There's nothing there, it's straight grass. It's like school I went to, someone was just driving. It was like, hey, there's an open field right there. Let's build a school. They built the school and they looked at that shit and was like, fuck that school, let's leave. And just drove off, didn't put nothing else there. Just a school in the middle of nowhere. It's pretty much what I think happened. But my freshman year in college, you know, everybody gets that college experience. I ain't gonna say I was like a oh boy, but I was living the college life. Anyways, that shit got old. So I started to branch out in different areas around because, you know, there's nothing in Kansas. After a while, me and my roommate was like, bro, like, we need to expand our territory, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just being young and dumb, full of cum. So we hopping on the ground, you know what I'm saying? We following different people, meeting different people. And we came across these two girls, they was friends. They was both bad. Me and my roommate, we was like, yo, bro, we gotta slide on this, bro. Keep in mind, they live like 2 hours away. They live in Kansas City, Missouri. And so we hitting them up like, yo, like, yeah, it was good. They feeling us, we feeling them, cause you know, I stay fresh, stay fly, stay clean. So we hit them up like, yo, it was good. And we need to link, we need to chill. So after, you know what I'm saying, communicating with these females for a little while, Martin Luther King Jr. weekend was coming up. So they were like, you guys should come up to Kansas City for Martin Luther King weekend because there's a big function going on, cookouts, all types of stuff going on here. You guys can come up here, you guys can stay with us at our apartment, whatever. Keep in mind, us being young, dumb, and full of cum, we were like, bet. We didn't even have a car, bro. We didn't even have a car. I did not drive to school my freshman year. Okay, Kansas is 17 hours away from where I live in South Carolina. So I didn't drive my freshman year. Then these girls was bad, bro. So we was like, bro, we gotta find a way to get to Kansas City, bro. This shit's like 2-3 hours away. We're like, so I'm on my phone, I'm like, man, I know one of these dumbass females is gonna let me use their car. You know, I'm not gonna tell her why I really need her car. So I called this girl, you know what I'm saying, I used to mess with. Hello? Yeah, you know, I might need to use your car this weekend. I'm trying to go to Kansas City. There's this big cookout, this big function. Me and my roommate want to go. She's like, yeah, that's cool. You know, yeah, you guys can definitely take my car. I just gotta make sure I clean it out for you guys. And I'm like, all right, bet. So the weekend comes around and I'm like, yo, like, we about to dip soon. Like, what's up with the car? She's like, yeah, I might just take it to the vacuum it out. Keep in mind, this girl, she runs track. I'm not gonna say any names. You know who you are if you're watching this video. But this girl runs track, but she also like to indulge in illegal activities like marijuana. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, you wanna get high, smoke a little bit, drink a little bit, do your thing by all means, that's your life. So she was like, you know, I need to go and vacuum out my car. I need to make sure everything's clean because, you know, I gotta make sure everything's straight for you guys and have a safe trip. You guys don't gotta worry about nothing. So I'm like, all right, bet, you know what I'm saying? She looking out for us. She trying to make sure we safe. The weekend comes around, she brings us the car, right? She comes back from the vacuum. She vacuumed out the car. The car's really clean. It still kind of smelled like marijuana in the car. Just a little bit. And see, I should have been smarter than I was at the time. Maybe I should spray something else a little more, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't thinking about none of that. I'm like, yo, like, I'm about to drive to Kansas City. Like, I'm not worried about nothing happening. I don't have any marijuana on me. And she said she cleaned out the car. There's nothing in it, so we're good. So I'm like, bet, we're getting ready to get on the road. We're leaving. Me and my roommate packed our bag, threw our stuff in the trunk, put it in GPS, told the girls like, hey, we on the way. They're like, cool, see y'all when y'all get here, blah, blah, blah. So we're driving, listening to music, jamming out, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And keep in mind, I told you, in Kansas, there's nothing but grass fields. There's nothing there. So we're driving and we get about 30 minutes away from school, and there's this little area that's a highway. There just so happened to be like a store or something that was like on that highway. It was just a single store. Being that there's a single store right there, it's not considered the highway anymore. It's a, I don't know, I guess a regular street, I don't know. So the speed limit changes because there is a business right there. It's nighttime, and the whole time I'm thinking I'm on this highway. So I'm not really looking out for any speed limit signs or anything like that. I didn't see one, I promise you I didn't see one, but we're driving, we're about 30 minutes away from the school, and I see some red and blue lights pass me. I was doing like 65, maybe 70. And the speed limit on that highway is 65, so you know, 5 over, cop's not really gonna pull you over for nothing like that. You're not gonna get in trouble for doing 5 over. But being that there's a business, a random fucking business on the side of the highway, speed limit changes to 35. So I'm already in some hot shit. I see these red and blue lights. Me and my roommate, we look at each other like, oh shit, what the fuck? So, you know what I'm saying, we cool. And I'm like, cool, bro, be cool. You know what I'm saying, we ain't doing nothing. We ain't got nothing on us. We probably was just speeding, blah, blah, blah. So we get pulled over. Cop comes to the car. Hey, sir, how you doing? Do you guys know how fast you were going? Yes, we were going 70 and 65. No, sir. No, sir. You were going 70 and 35. I look at my roommate. My roommate looks at me. I look back at the officer. I'm like, wow, I didn't see any speed limit signs or anything like that. And she was like, yeah, well, there's a business back there, and since there's a business right here on this highway, the speed limit changes about a mile before you get to that business. And I'm like, wow, I didn't even see that. I didn't see the speed limit sign there. And she's like, it's fine. A lot of people miss it. Where are you guys from? Like, we're from South Carolina. We're not even from around here. We go to the college, we go to Coffeyville, about 30 minutes away. We're just headed to Kansas City for Martin Luther King weekend. She's about to go have a good time, meet up with some friends. She was like, oh, that's great, that's awesome. Well, you guys are fine, just make sure you guys slow down, but I will have to ask you guys to step out of the car. Step out of the car, ma'am, you said we were fine. Like, we didn't see the speed limit sign. Is everything okay, officer? She says, no, sir, I need to search your car. I'm like, well, why do you need to search your car? She was like, I smell marijuana. Really, bruh? Really? She says, sir, I'm gonna need you to be completely honest with me. Is there anything in y'all's possession? Is there anything in this car that I should know about? No, ma'am, there's nothing in the car. This car isn't even ours. We got it from a friend. She's just letting us use it for the weekend. She smokes, but she said she's cleaning out the car. You know, it's nothing in here. The car's pretty clean. She's like, all right, cool. You guys being completely honest with me, there should be no problems. Just have you step out of the car over here, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. So she's searching the car, me and him. We're standing in front of the police car while she's searching the car. So I'm texting the girl that does borrow our car. We was like, oh, we just got pulled over. You know what I'm saying? Everything should be straight. You know, you clean out the car. She said she smelled marijuana, but we should be good if she doesn't find anything. So this lady's checking the front seat, checking the back seat, and then she pops the trunk. So she checks the trunk. She goes to my book bag, you know, cleans it out. There's nothing in there. Goes to my roommate's bag, you know, opens it up, digs around, looks around, nothing in there. Then she pulls out this duffel bag. This duffel bag just sitting in the trunk, you know, just sitting there all nice and neat. She opens the duffel bag and pulls out one of those little mason jars. You know those jars like you use to catch like lightning bugs when you were little? She pulls out one of those and sits it on the ground. I look at my roommate. My roommate looks at me, and we just like, what the fuck is that? So at this point, I'm thinking the worst. I'm like, fuck, bro, we about to go to jail, bro. We're about to get, bro. She's like, we're fucking doomed, bro. We're done for, bro. She comes over to us like, sir, found this in the trunk. You guys told me that there was nothing in the car. Ma'am, we were being completely honest with you. We didn't have possession of anything. That is not ours. This is not our vehicle. A friend let us borrow this, and she told us that she had cleaned it out. Don't think I'm no snitch or nothing like that, bro. At this point, I'm panicking, bro. I'm just like, yo, like, that's not even my stuff. Like, I have text messages. This girl, she said we can use her car. She told us she cleaned it out. It's not the third. Like, I don't know what's going on. So she was like, well, sir, being that you guys are in possession of the car, I'm going to have to assume that it's yours, unless she confesses to it being hers. There's no fucking way this girl's about to confess to this marijuana being hers. So this lady puts us in handcuffs. We were about to go meet up with some females in Kansas City, have a good time. It's Martin Luther King weekend, and now we're in the back of a police car. Now this officer was really nice. She was a really nice woman. She let us keep our phones on us because we told her, you know, we're from South Carolina, we go to the school here, we're 17 hours away from home, we have no family up here, we want to get in contact with our parents and things like that. So she let us keep our phones with us. She didn't make us put our hands behind our back. She let us keep our hands in the front, but we were still handcuffed. So I'm on my phone, I'm like, man, like now I have to call my mother. This is the hardest thing I had to do. So keep in mind, this is like 1 a.m. in the morning. I have to call my mom in South Carolina and wake her up out her sleep and tell her mom was going out of town and there was some stuff in the car and it wasn't mine, but I was driving a friend's car and there was some stuff in the trunk. The police found it and now I'm headed to Chinook County Jail. And I would never forget this. The first thing my mom said to me when I told her what was going on was, son, I am very disappointed in you. When my mom said that, I broke down crying. I was hurt. Call me a bitch, I don't care, bro. I don't care. I wake up to a phone call and you're telling me that you're going to jail? At this point, I'm breaking down, bro. I'm like,
this is my mom, man. My life's over, and fuck, what am I gonna do?
We get to the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is. Wipe my face off, you know what I'm saying. I can't go in there looking like no bitch because I don't really know what's on the other side of the wall. So I'm like, bet. Clean my shit up, get my act together, you know what I'm saying. Put my pants up, fix my shirt, you know what I'm saying. So the lady took the handcuffs off of us when we got into the prison. We had to fill out some information. They took our fingerprints and shit like that. And then they did this little strip test. They gave me this orange jumpsuit, these ugly fake looking Crocs, and that's it. So they told me to go in this room. This guy was gonna come in there and make sure I didn't have anything else on me, right? So I had to strip in front of this guy. He's just standing there, just watching me take off all my clothes, you know what I'm saying? That was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever had to do. So at that moment, that's when I knew like jail is not for me, but I can't be doing that shit, bro. What the? After that, I put on my orange overalls, whatever. My roommate had to do the same thing. They didn't put us in like population, which is like where everyone else is, thank God. But we were in these like little holding cells. It's early in the morning, so there's no bondsmen like available at the time. So I have to spend the night in prison because I don't have anyone to bail me out. My parents are 17 hours away. I don't have any family in Kansas. Young and dumb and full of cum. I still hit up the girls and was like, yo, like we got pulled over. We had marijuana in the car. And they're like,
oh my God, what's going on? Oh my God, are you guys okay?
We in jail. What the fuck make you think we okay? But actually, shout out to them because they did keep calling the, you know what I'm saying, the jail to check up on us. They drove 2 hours to come and pick us up later that morning. But that night in the cell, you know, there in the cell there was nothing but like a flat brick formed bed and then like one of those skinny little like sleeping mats that you use in like daycare and a sheet. That's what I had to use to sleep. And those jail cells, it is very cold. Very cold. I was so cold the whole night. So I'm in the jail cell, balled up, in the fetal position. Eventually, I fall asleep from crying my eyes out. Eventually, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck, let me tell. Then around about 6 in the morning, I believe it was, I hear boom, boom, boom. Someone knocking on the door. I'm like,
yes, I'm about to get out. Yes, somebody finally came to get me. Yes, yes.
They open up this little slot that was on the door and slide a tray right through the slide. And I'm just like, yo, that's not what I was expecting. You're like, sir, would you like some food? I'm just like,
hell no.
I don't want no food. I'm hungry as fuck. I don't want no food. I'm so hungry. I don't want no food. Looked at that tray.
I'm good. I don't want anything. I'm good.
Like, all right, sir. Just fucking slammed the little slot back closed. And they just walked away. I just laid back down like, damn, like I'm really in jail right now, bro. I can't even eat the food I want to eat. That shit looked like slop. That morning, my mom finally got in touch with a bondsman. Guy came up, they called me in.
Jackson!
Had to go in this room, talk to this bondsman. Gave me the rundown on how everything works and whatnot. And I was able to go. The girls that we were going to see, they drove from Kansas City and met us at the prison to come pick us up and take us back to the college. They were really nice females, you know. I was in there for 12 whole hours. I got there at like 1 a.m. in the morning and I left at like 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So I was in there for like a full 12 hours, probably a little bit longer, I don't know. But I was so happy when I got out. I was so happy to give me my clothes, give me my jewelry, my phone, my everything. I was so happy to get out. And I just remember thinking like, dang, like, I had to go through all this because this girl did not clean out her car like she told me she was, bro. So now at this point, I have a record. I mean, now I don't have a record because I had to go through this program or whatnot, pay some fees, some fines, whatever. I'm good now. But that happened. And I honestly, I know now that jail's not for me, bro. That shit. White brick walls is not my thing, bro. I can't do it. So that's pretty much it for that story, man. I went to jail for 12 hours. Nothing crazy, just drugs and paraphernalia charges. Those are expunged now, or whatever you call it. I don't have that stuff on my record anymore. So now I'm good. I'm a normal citizen. I'm a well-rounded guy. I'm in school now, living the life. But moral of the story is, stop chasing these females, man. Don't be chasing these females, and don't drive nobody car without checking what's in the trunk. That's all I got for you guys, man. Punch the hell out of that like button. Make sure you guys leave some comments. Smash the head on the keyboard. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Turn on the post notifications so you guys know whenever I upload some more bangers. And you guys want any more stories, man, just let me know, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another Low Jackson experience. Y'all take it easy. Peace.
Baby, I look good, I look handsome. Somebody gon' take me for ransom. Everybody around me was dancing. Ain't nobody around me could have none. Baby, you look good.